All right, welcome everybody to the Diamond Society UHC number 3.
Woo!
Yay!
Curb your enthusiasm! Oh my gosh! All right, so as always on the Diamond Society, we have to do something original. We have to be ballers. We have to step it up a notch because that's the way Coop Dizzle likes it.
Yes, sir.
And
You have to add fidget spinners. I'll go on the corner now.
We are on a custom map built by CL3. His website link is in the description of the video, cl3minnow.com. And this is a custom built terrain map that has lots of different challenging terrain, and it is also a quote-unquote adventure map that contains 6 custom built dungeons. And each one of those dungeons, at the end of that dungeon, contains 1 piece of god gear or epic loot. Now, we're going to fight on this map because it's up to you whether you want to take the danger and the challenge of taking on those dungeons to get that piece of loot for your team, or you can just simply buff yourself up on your own, just playing normal UHC. I'll tell you that the cave system in this world is out of this world. It is incredible. Now, we are playing in teams of 3. This is the first time we played in teams bigger than pairs, and the reason being is because not only is this a UHC that we are all fighting to the death, but the winner can also be had by the first team that kills the Ender Dragon.
Ooh. Okay.
And somewhere on this map there is an end portal. It is very clearly marked. It is its own little mini dungeon to get to the end portal. And it is missing 3 Eyes of Ender, so you will have to collect those Eyes of Ender. Once you get into the end, it is actually also a custom end. It is a very unique battle, but the dragon has no way to regenerate, so you won't have to deal with that.
Interesting.
Okay.
We're all gonna die.
So simply getting yourself geared up and coming back here to spawn, which you can see is right above this lagoon, is not going to be enough because there is a goal to be had and you can keep going. But you can also hunt down teams, and the last team standing also wins. It doesn't have to, you don't have to beat the dragon. That is just that is the way to ultimately win. Now, if you look in the Discord chat under UHC, you will see a photograph. That photograph is a picture of this map. And I give you this just to give you a sense of scale and where you're at. If you look at the terrain below you, you could probably figure out where you're at. And there are other markings on that map, and I will not tell you what those markings are or what they mean. It is up to you to discover and or explore those markings. This map is a little over 3,000 blocks wide. We will be playing in 20-minute increments. The map will last for 80 minutes before the border starts to close, and the border will fully be closed down to 200 blocks in another 80 minutes. So there's 160 minutes before it's reduced all the way.
Okay.
What are your questions?
You tamed the dragon.
All right. So first off, we got Team Gold. I don't know what the Team Gold right now. I'm sure. What's our name?
Team T.
Team Peapoddy Pants. Okay. Team Red, we've got an uneven number. We got 13 people, so Team Red is going to be
Gotta go
what?
with the theme. Gotta go with the theme.
What is the team?
Team Newbie
Wet
Overdrive.
toilets.
Team
Yeah.
Apple.
There we go.
All right, we got Cortez in his first UHC.
No, second.
Oh.
Don't undercut
We
it,
got
man.
Team Jiggly Hodag Falcon.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Oh, hot
dogs.
dogs. And Team
Raisin.
Greeny Meanies.
Okay.
Greeny, that is an adorable name.
All right. So without any further ado, I will get this match started soon. Once we start, let's go ahead and take a 60-second pause. Once the match starts and you spread players, we will wait 60 seconds. I will give a go command in the chat, and that's when we'll officially start, and that should help subside any lag The world has been pre-generated, and we are playing on our actual DS server, so it should be beefy enough to have everybody's spread out okay, but we're still going to take a slight pause. So with that said, I'm done talking. We'll take a quick 2-minute intermission if anybody needs to go do their little tinkle times, and we'll get started.
Alrighty.
Go, go, go. Okay, go get the chickens. I'm going this tree. And so the UHC began, you guys. Hodag here. We're going to do a little bit of a voiceover here as you watch parts and pieces of the UHC. And there's a few reasons for that, okay? And one of the main reasons is that I did not do regular episodes of the UHC like a lot of our Diamond Society members, and I hope you've been watching those guys. At this point, you should have seen the finale. You should know who won. I didn't want to release this before that because I didn't want to give away any spoilers or anything like that. But you guys do deserve to know what happened. What happened to our team? And why were there not videos that went out and stuff like that? Because I was hyping it up, put out the promo vid, and then nothing. And that had to be a little bit frustrating for some of you. So we're going to show you today. We're going to show you a little bit of what happened. I'm going to talk you through what happened. And you guys are going to be able to figure out what happened to Hodag, AFK, and Jiggly Pickle. So we began the first day on the surface as you normally do. You know, we're punching trees, trying to get some apples. We did get a few. We got like 5 apples. It was a pretty good chime. Jiggly Pickle went out and he was punching chickens, you know, killing chickens, getting cows, trying to get the feathers, trying to get the leather, looking for sugarcane, both of them. I didn't go do that. I was trying to get us upgraded to stone tools right away. But no sugarcane, you guys. We did not find sugarcane the first day, and we didn't really find melons, you know, to get potions or anything later on. And so we dove down underground with a few apples and some leather and some feathers, basically, and enough food for both of us and enough wood to last pretty much the entire UHC. But we got underground in different places. So we got underground in different places, you guys. I went down kind of where we started because I was knocking down all those trees, while AFK as well as Jiggly went down kind of somewhere nearby but not in the same place, okay? So we get down underneath, and this is a custom map that BC picked out. I forget, it's called Reminiscing something. I'll have to look that up and put it down in the description. It's a very, very cool map. The caving system in this, BC was not joking around, is insane, okay? There's just cave after cave after cave. The ground is half hollow, okay? And so with all that craziness going on, of course, there were tons of mobs. There was tons of mine shafts and stuff I know other people might be found. There was a lot of mobs is all I can say. So we were tunneling. Man, I was doing well. If you guys see in the video here, I'll try to put some times where I'm tanking some skeletons, I'm taking out creepers, I'm taking out zombies. And same with my teammates. They were doing the same. They were kind of going crazy, trying to just get down there, find some gold so we can get some golden apples, trying to get down there and find some diamonds so we can get to the rest of the enchanting stuff, or also get some gear, trying to get some lapis to enchant, all of that good stuff. After about an hour underground and sending AFK up, I think once or maybe even twice to search to find some sugarcane to no avail, he was unable to do so, we decided to all of us surface and check out a few of the points on the map, because this is a custom map and there were some dungeons with epic loot and there were a few other things. So we're like, you know what, this is quite boring. We spent probably an hour, so if I really released the episodes, it would have been 3 episodes of us just kind of derping around underground, killing some mobs here and there, which it wasn't too bad. We were taking on mobs, but it wasn't the most entertaining thing ever. So we come upstairs, we come up on the surface, and we start going to where we think we are, because we don't know where we are on the map. So we kind of came to a consensus of where we thought we were and which direction we should head, and we decided to head up to this one point, which turned out to be a village. Now in this village, there was an epic villager who traded iron for emeralds. So we basically had unlimited emeralds because we had stacks of iron. That was all we did for the first hour, is just get iron because we couldn't find anything else, thinking that we'd have to combine all of these pieces of armor and things while we enchanted. But we had tons of iron, so we got tons of emeralds. And then the other villagers had flame bows you could buy, they had enchanted armor that you could buy, they had all sorts of stuff. So we started to gear up, but while we were kind of getting settled there and trying to make sure there were no zombies around, Mr. BC came into the picture. I didn't see him, Jiggly Pickle didn't see him, AFK saw him and thought, hey, that's one of my teammates. Oh wait, he's a different color. That's not my teammate. And apparently, after we talked to BC later on, he was thinking the same. He was like, oh, yeah, it's one of my teammates. Oh, crap, that is not my teammate. And they kind of both had the same thought at the same time. I'm not sure if BC died to fall damage after getting shot by the flame bow or how exactly it went down, but BC perished in the exchange and the confusion. It was not really a one-on-one battle as much as it was just mutual confusion and death and craziness. But BC went down, his team fled. We stayed up there and kept training, and we decided where we were going to go next. So next we were like, you know what? Let's see if we can find some of the epic loot. Let's go to these custom dungeons. Let's go to these custom caves and see if we can get some of this epic loot, because we got some gear now. We're not going to die right away. We feel like we can take on these dungeons and things. Now BC did take out the spawners beforehand, and that should have really rang a bell with me and said, hey, let's go early to these dungeons because we can take on mobs. But we didn't. We waited way too long. We got to the first dungeon, which looked really, really cool, but it had already been raided. It was kind of a tower looking thing, and it looked really cool, but someone had been there. There were torches everywhere, so we went all the way down and back up, and we found nothing. We went to the second dungeon, and that looked very cool as well, but again, someone had already been there. I believe that one was a cave, and it looked really neat. There was lava down in there. There was all sorts of twisting and turning to get into the cave, but someone had been there and taken the loot. And we went to the third one, which was a giant pyramid. And we just sent, I think AFK went down there, and the rest of us saw some torches, and we're like, here we go again. Yep, someone had already been there and taken the loot. So that was another, probably like 2 episodes where we would have just been running around searching places where you wouldn't have found anything because they was already gone. And I think the spectators were kind of like laughing at us and telling us that we would have, if there was a prize for searching the dungeons that had already been looted, we would win, because we were just dungeon after dungeon and nothing. And during this entire time, I think we saw one team. There was 2 guys who were running across, but they were kind of far away, heading away from us, and they were wearing diamonds. And I think it may have been Coop and Traven, but I'm not sure. And we didn't go and fight them, so that was kind of boring. Finally, we decided, you know what, we need to have some excitement in this UHC. So we decided, you know what? There's 2 ways to win this UHC. 1 is kill the other players. 2 is go to the end and take out the dragon. In order to do that, we need blaze rods, because we need blaze to combine with the ender pearls to get the eyes of ender. And we're going to go and get this portal lit, get in there, and try to take on the dragon. So we made our nether portal. We go through. It was pretty chill going through. We didn't hit any lava or anything. And we start searching the nether for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I don't know how long we were in there, but it was quite a while. We went north, we went south, we went east. You know, we went a couple different directions. We went up, down. AFK and I argued about which way we were going to go and and who had chosen the right direction or the wrong direction. And we did not find any nether fortress at all. And that is, here's the end, you guys. We learned just after that there was no nether fortress at all in the nether. The end portal was already pre-lit, and I think BC had taken those out thinking, you know, that's a little bit too easy. Let's get the ender pearls, let's get the blaze rods, let's do it the normal way. And so there was no nether fortress inside the nether, and that was a bit of a disappointment. He was about to spawn in a blaze forest just randomly so we could start, you know, trying to get that stuff. And just then, I thought I hit a, what do they call those again? Invisible block. And I took a suffocation damage, like half a heart, but there was nothing there. So I ran again. I kind of ran around where I thought the invisible block was. I started to suffocate badly. Like I was just, you know, like a pile of gravel and sand just fell on me. Started to suffocate. I didn't know what was happening because I was just standing on netherrack in the nether. And I suffocated to death, as did AFK Falcon. He suffocated to death. Then Jiggly Pickle couldn't get to us. We were holding all the stuff to get out of the nether, so he really had nowhere to go anyways. He suffocated to death. All of us suffocated to death by an invisible nether border wall. So that was not an ending to a UHC, and it would have been, I thought, kind of mean to me. Mean of me, not mean to me. I would be a little bit mean of me to let you guys watch 6, 7 episodes or something like that, just to have basically no ending take place. In my opinion, that's no ending. It's not a real ending. And we were, you guys, we were down to like the last 6 people alive or something like that. I think Cortez, Coop, and Traven were still alive. And Coop and Traven were on the same team. Cortez was by himself. I'm pretty sure we would have died to Coop and Traven if we had to fight them, because they had a lot of epic loot. But that's how it ended, you guys. And BC tried his best to get us back in there, but it was not working because of that border wall that was invisible. Wasn't let us do anything. And that's how it ended, you guys. You kind of see some of the devastation on the screen right now. But yeah, I want to go ahead and thank BC for pretty much doing everything and making sure that everything was working. He set up everything. I'm sure it took a lot of time, a lot of effort. And he tried his best. He did try to help us out there in the end, but, you know, there are things in UHCs, there are things in regular Minecraft that are just out of our hands sometimes. So it happened. I'm sure the UHC is going to be much better next time. We're going to... Not by better, I mean we're going to win, obviously, clearly. In fact, the rest of you guys are lucky that we died from a glitch because obviously we would have won this thing. So, yeah, big thank you goes out to BC for setting all that up. Big thank you for everybody else who joined in, not only Diamond Society members, but other people who came and joined us that played along with us. It was really nice to have more and more people. UHC is always more fun with more and more people, so I can't wait for next time. And we'll see you guys in the next one.